Clifton Ferdinand William was born in Farnborough, England in 1874, the son of a wealthy family who made their fortune in the Victorian goldfields before returning home to the UK. No doubt he grew up hearing stories of how his parents, Maximilian and Adelaide, Ada Corden, who was the daughter of English artist William Corden, had struck it rich along with his uncle David. This great southern land of Australia must have seemed a million miles away from the life he knew growing up with his siblings on a 24-acre dairy farm in Hampshire. After studying, Ferdinand went on to work at an Oxford brewery and volunteered in the 2nd Oxfordshire Light Infantry. It wasn't until January 1911 that Ferdinand, 38, experienced our sunburnt country firsthand. He was seeking, it said, a fresh start following the death of his parents. And where better than Eumundi? The township and surrounding lands had been cleared, the cream industry was flourishing, aided by the railway, and new roads were being constructed. A school of arts hosted dances and housed a library. Eumundi had 2 hotels, 3 churches, a bank, school and post office, cricket club, tennis courts, football club, jockey club, and a racecourse. He immediately bought 20 acres and a house close to town to carve out a niche for himself as a fruit grower and immersed himself into the Eumundi community. On 7th of September 1914, Ferdinand, 40, enlisted voluntarily and was assigned to the Fighting 9th, as F Company 9th Infantry Battalion was known. Standing at 5 foot 7 1/4 inches, he weighed 140 pounds when he sailed for Europe aboard the HMAT Omra on the 24th of September to join the Gallipoli campaign. Private Clifton's war, however, proved to be short and plagued by ignoble ill health, as outlined in a paper written by local historian Catherine Simpson. The bullets were striking sparks out of the shingle as Ferdinand's battalion landed at 4:30 a.m. at Aribunu on the 25th of April 1915. At the end of that first long day and night of fighting, all 4 companies were weary almost to exhaustion. The stream of wounded was incessant. The rest could only hope that the torture would soon end. Having survived the landing, Private Clifton endured a miserable existence of relentless hard labour, constant sniper fire, little sleep, and hastily and poorly planned attacks. It's no wonder he soon fell ill. However, sticking it out against disease was made a point of honour and accepted as official policy. A man was only evacuated when he was no longer able to fight or had some blatant contagion. So, emaciated Ferdinand felt it was his duty to carry on despite constant diarrhoea, without enough water to drink, let alone wash. By the 21st of August, however, Private Clifton could no longer carry on. He was finally diagnosed with gastroenteritis and evacuated to the overcrowded hospital carrier HMCS Canada. Dehydrated Clifton was left untreated for 6 long days before his death at 8:35 p.m. on the 25th of August 1915 of sunstroke, and was buried at sea the next morning. While he had lived alone in Eumundi for less than 3 years, Ferdinand's passing was honoured as that of a hero. His name was recorded on a marble memorial tablet erected by Eumundi Masonic Lodge and written in gold on the Eumundian District Roll of Honour Board, located still at the Eumundi Memorial School of Arts Hall, where he had received such a rousing send-off. Ferdinand's death once more brought the community together at his Church of England memorial service. The Chronicle of the 8th of October 1915 reports, "The late soldier was a trustee of the Church of England, a member of the Rifle Club and Masonic Lodge. Each of the 3 bodies were well represented, the church being packed to the door. The late private was one of the first to enlist and left our shore with the Fighting 9th. His loss is severe, for we have lost a gentleman." In the same month, this highly respected citizen of our little town was further remembered by his adopted community when the Eumundi Women's Recruiting Committee planted a tree for him on Memorial Drive in the first of 3 memorial tree planting ceremonies. Later on, a plaque was added beneath its trunk saying, "To the memory of Private F.W. Clifton, number 686, 9th Battalion, AIF. Died of sunstroke, Gallipoli, 1915.